So I have a longer video with an explanation that's coming up eventually. I'll upload it one of these days, but I just want to give you an update that while I love my new camera and I had fun shooting with it, I experimented with it this year, and unfortunately the experiment went wrong. I now know why, and I won't make the same mistake again, but it turns out that every clip I shoot makes three video files. One is an LRV or low resolution video. It is as it sounds, a lower resolution video version of the the file, the 180 file in front. So those can be deleted because I am going to use the higher resolution. Unfortunately, I made the mistake this year of deleting some vid files, and all I have is the low resolution files, and even those won't play unless they're imported by the program and exported as a low resolution video. So bye bye to those. Now last year, I'll get to that in a second. Now I realized something else. My camera outputted two video files for each clip that I shot. Last year, I didn't think anything of it. I imported things using the Insta360 import program, and I didn't play around with any of the files until the end of last year. The ski video that has just been uploaded to YouTube, you will notice, is not in 360. As it turns out, the smaller of the files, I don't know why the smaller one, but the smaller of the files is actually just the front lens. The bigger of the files, and despite the fact I didn't think Windows could have files with the same name, but I guess maybe now it's smart enough to tell that even though the files have the exact same name, since they have different sizes, they are not the same file. But that confused me, and I deleted the files with the bigger sizes last year, and uploaded the smaller ones. So you'll see those videos, but it'll be front only, or it'll only be for one video, the video that has was uploaded yesterday, April April 5th, April 4th. It was uploaded April 4th. It'll be 180 front only. But it's still 4.5 hour ski video, 4 hour 40 minutes, I think. Unedited, uncut. Still some good shots. So I didn't lose that. What I did lose was all of this year's ski videos. Here's the thing. It was not a good year for skiing, to be honest. So I'm not that mad. I would have been mad about losing last year's videos. I'm actually more mad that the skit video that came up yesterday on the 4th is in 180 instead of 360 than I am that I lost all videos for this year. This year I made a major advancement in that I didn't have it in the summer, but I did get a backup battery. I finally got a spare battery, so I have two batteries, and I'll tell you, it it made loads of difference while recording because halfway through the day, I would run out of battery power and I'd be like, oh, wait a minute, slide the other battery right in to finish out the day. I also got new skis, so I was getting used to those, and I honestly didn't get used to the new skis until the last day of the year because I didn't do too much skiing this year. The conditions weren't that great until last day of ski season, and when everything was gonna be finally good, I'm just gonna say in February I got in a car crash, and I didn't say it in my other videos that I'm gonna upload, but I'm gonna say here I got in a car crash, and because of the I'm okay. No one was injured. In fact, it was literally just my car that hit some ice. I will never go on that road again. It's going up and around. Hit some ice. Surprised that all that happened was bumper damage, but unfortunately the car does need that bumper replaced, and it's been 2 months now, and we're still waiting on that bumper. So no skiing in February and March, which meant no videos because the car I'm in is a rental. I didn't want to drive a rental, and when I finally decided I would go up for a week, I had to trade it in for a smaller car. I don't want to go into the whole detail. The point is, I did not ski for the remainder of the year. And so, really, kind of losing these videos is honestly not a big deal for me. This was a great year for two things. First, the new ski. The new skis are clearly better than my current, are clearly better for me. They make much better turns. Now that I'm used to them, I think that I'll be in, I'll have a better time next year. And now that I understand the camera, I won't make the same mistake I did, which is I need to remember the smaller file size is the front lens, and the bigger file size is the rear lens. This year I decided to delete the smaller file size and leave the bigger file size, a reverse of what I did last year, a reverse of the video you're about to see. Don't know why the bigger file size is the rear lens. Maybe it has something to do with stabilization or something to do with the 360 cameras. Like maybe it shoots the front video and then it uses the back to do the stitching, or well, no, the stitching is done in app, but maybe it like relies on whatever the data is. Maybe it puts the extra data that the 360 camera needs in the back file. Whatever the case, the back file is bigger. I deleted the smaller files this year thinking that I was deleting. I didn't know what I was deleting, and that was the problem. Come to find out that, like last year, where I had deleted the bigger files and kept the smaller files, when I played them, for some reason, I didn't realize it because it does play that circle thing. And when I exported it, it was only front. I was like, huh, what happened here? Same thing this year, except I noticed something. Now, the bigger files, when I played it, it was once again in that circle thing. It was only the back. So I looked it up and it confirmed my suspicions that one's the front, one's the back. So the lenses actually create their own separate video files. Then the program I use to import is what makes it one video file. The import program actually merges the two video files done by the camera into one video file for the computer. So for future reference, I can delete the LRV, but do not delete either of the vid files. I know that for the future now. I will be sure to remember that for next year's ski videos, but as I said, you will not get any of the, sadly, you won't get any of the December 2021 or January 2022 ski videos because you don't want to see the back of my head. I decided to upload the ones that are just front because even though they're not 360, you still get to see like the main skin. But I was like, you don't want to see the back of my head the whole time. I tried to watch it and I was like, no. I really am sad about it, but you'll actually see I'm going to upload another video at some point. I don't know when I'm going to do it, but I did shoot a video on my computer using my computer's camera where I actually play the video so you see what it looks like. So how many no ski videos this year? Other than, like I said, there is a four and a half, more than a 4.5 hour video coming up of February of 2021 that actually is going to have some pretty decent stuff because it was later in the year. It's got some glades in it. It's got both crotchet and sunapee. Crotchet, sunapee, and then crotchet again. So check that out, even if it's not 360. It is going to be pretty good.